Hi everyone, it's Elo. I hope that you're doing well. Will this be my most aesthetically pleasing video to date? I truly hope so. But before we get started really quickly, I just wanted to preface this by saying there's a video that I have not yet released and I'm still debating whether or not I even want to, which sort of is the predecessor to what's happening now in this haul video and the next one, because there will be a part 2, of course. But I'm gonna give a really shortened version and just say that I kind of hit a point with myself when it comes to how I am presenting myself, and it's been something that's been on my mind for a long time, multiple years now, but it finally just like broke me, and I decided that I wanted to once and for all do something about it. So this is my doing something about it. If I do release that video, you will kind of better see the breakdown that led to this. It was kind of emotional in that video, which I wasn't expecting, and yeah, so here we are. Okay, hi, my name's Violet. I go by Elo, and today I am showing you some clothes and shoes that I recently purchased. The ones that I'm putting in this part 1 video, with the exception of one pair of shoes, are all from a nearby thrift store, and the total cost was around $65, I think. Yeah, $65. So I think that I did really well for that price. And the second batch of things I purchased online. So these are my like upcycled outfits, and the next set will be more of like a fast fashion new thing for me. So I've always hated shopping kind of with a passion, except for when my scene days were going on, because that was easy. I just wore jeans or baggy pants and a band t-shirt and called it a day. But as I've gotten older, I've started to get a little bummed out by my wardrobe, mainly because I've been, as if any of you have been with me watching my videos for a while now, none of these things will probably be a surprise to you, but just for anyone who might be new, I've been making my way up from kind of nothing financially as an adult for a while now, and I'm finally hitting a point where I feel like I'm turning a corner and that things are going to finally be better for me and more comfortable and just happier with the things that I've struggled with. And as a sidebar, I really want to like soak in these feelings and remember the things that I've struggled with, so that as my life progresses, I don't find new things to be upset about, because I feel very fortunate now that things are finally starting to pay off for me, and I'm not wanting to forget that. I want to just enjoy what I have and not feel like I need to hit another milestone or make a certain amount of money or have any certain material things. These are material things, but they have greatly affected my self-worth, I guess, sense of self, my confidence, my happiness, which I think matters, of course. So I've been watching this woman, a Russian woman, I believe, her channel's named eloASMR, and I will link it in the description box below. She has a very good eye for fashion, particularly through the lens of the Kibbe body types. And while some people may have certain issues with the Kibbe body types, I think this has finally been the answer to all of my issues, I suppose. I don't know why I keep doing this. It's a habit. This dress is really comfortable and I don't feel weird in it at all. But sorry, I'll stop. Okay, so I have never really known how to shop for my body type and also feminine, if that makes sense. I can pick out one or two things and say, oh, I like how this looks. But I never had any real like rules to follow or understanding of what would look good before I tried it on. I can tell you things I know would look bad before I tried them on, mainly because of the fabric or the shape, knowing that that wouldn't work for me, having tried it in the past. But I was constantly searching for my sort of style, I guess, something that made me feel put together. That has been a huge goal for me, is to look polished, which is not everyone's goal, and that's totally fine, but I've always felt very disheveled, and it doesn't make me feel very attractive to feel like I'm wearing, you know, a 10-year-old t-shirt with holes in it and jeans that kind of fit, and, you know, shoes that I've had for God knows how long and probably stink. It doesn't make me feel great about myself. So Allie has all these great videos and I like binge watched them. I studied them and figured out my body type through the Kibbe body types. And I went shopping with these new rules in mind. And I am not even joking when I say that I pulled however many outfits I have plus 2 more, and I liked every single one. I didn't try on anything else. I didn't put anything else back but the 2. One of them just didn't look, I didn't like the dress, I should say, and the other one I think looked very similar to something I already have. So I didn't want to spend the money on it when I didn't really need it. It just kind of reaffirmed that I like the piece that I have. So it was the most successful shopping experience that I've had in my entire life. And it just felt so good to like scan through the clothes. You know, thrifting is difficult, especially when you have no concept of fashion. So it's always been a struggle for me to try to go into a thrift store and walk away with something cute. But this time it was super easy. I just went through this dress rack and kept in mind the things that applied to my body type, and there was nothing else to it. It was that simple. So my body type, as far as I can tell, is the romantic body type, which is the hourglass figure with a little more meat on your bones, short. Marilyn Monroe is like a big icon for this body type. Yeah, and there are some other things like the structure of your bones. I have very narrow shoulders, which is common, I guess, for people in my body type, being kind of more petite and rounded. The romantic body type is, as Allie says, the most yin body type, meaning the most feminine, and that's, I guess, from the Chinese yin yang, which is you guys know, the balance. So masculine would be more yang, yin would be more feminine. I have never seen myself as feminine, and I certainly wouldn't say, oh, I'm the most feminine body type, but after you look through these things, it makes sense. And even if I don't have certain, let me rephrase that, certain features of mine could be more feminine, certainly, based on our standard of beauty, but in terms of just the structure of my body and what complements me, that's where I fall. So these particular attributes for me are wearing things that are rounded. So this isn't a great example because it's kind of a angular neckline, but it is a good example because it has these flowers here, and even the breast shape is more rounded. The bottom hem of this dress has like an elastic in it, so it makes a rounded edge, and of course the color is very romantic pink. So I'm supposed to focus on things that are rounded, things that are glittery or like sparkly, soft, delicate. I'm not supposed to wear things that are shapeless. I'm always supposed to be showing the hourglass figure or emphasizing it in some way, which this has that kind of like empire waistline on this dress, which would qualify. Anytime I have long sleeves, they're supposed to be closed, like tapered at the wrist. I'm never supposed to wear that like bohemian shapeless look, which is very flattering on other body types, but on mine I just look like a bag lady, and that's been part of my struggle, I guess, is that I've seen these trends come and go, and I try them and I'm like, man, what's wrong with me? Why don't I look good in these things? And it's because they're not right for my body type. So I'm convinced that this works. I feel good about it. There are other videos she has as well talking about like the type of makeup and hair and things that you should wear. Mine is very rounded, so I went full Carrie Bradshaw today with some sort of loose waves, and I've been curling my bangs a little bit sometimes if they don't. My hair is wavy, but sometimes it doesn't look great, so I give it a little help. And all of this matters because in the past I've done a lot of like slick hairstyles, trying to keep all of my woofies down to my head because I don't like how they look, and I've just made a lot of mistakes in terms of flattering myself. So that is the sort of background to this. Everything is supposed to be feminine, flowy, etc. And I hope that you'll enjoy the outfits that I picked out. So the first one is this jumpsuit, which is an off the shoulder, or I suppose you could put it up on the shoulder. It has full length sleeves, but they are tapered at the wrist, and it has this nice lace detail down the arms. It also has a little bow with some tassels at the front. At the bottom, this is actually shorts, which is amazing to me because I have never looked good in a jumpsuit ever in terms of these rompers. That's what they're called, not jumpsuit. The waist is cinched with an elastic, and then the bottom almost kind of just looks like a skirt, and it has again the lace detailing. This is also a floral pattern, so even though it's black, it has these very soft flowers, pink and a light blue and white, and they're just very delicate, kind of almost ornate looking, which is a big part of my body type, the romantic look. So I wasn't really expecting to enjoy this, but I tried it on and loved it, and I can't wait to wear it for the first time. It seems like a really good outfit for like a movie date or dinner at a restaurant, because it kind of gets cold in those atmospheres sometimes, and even though it's really hot outside in summer, this would kind of work for both because it's cool enough for the heat, but it also has these sleeves to kind of help keep you warm in those kinds of scenarios. So this was the first outfit, and the label is Exhilaration. It's a size small, and that means Exhilaration means it's from Target. I'll try to let you guys know where all of these are from if I can. Okay, next up is this dress, which I would have never tried this on in a million years, but it has these ruffles on the sleeves, which are flattering for the romantic body type. Ruffles and all kinds of lace and that sort of thing are very positive for the romantic body type. And it has this nice rounded neckline. It also has this black detailing band at the waist, so it shows that figure. The kind of royal blue looking material is actually very, very lightly covered in a shimmery paisley. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So that kind of has a nice little ornate quality to it. And then it has some rounded designs, some circles. The top has a big circle right in the middle of the design with some flower petals. So overall, it has a lot of the romantic body type elements to look for. It's from some place called Phoebe Couture, which I've never heard of personally. It's a size 4. And I actually really like it. I feel like it would be great to wear to a dinner date, to like, especially like a Mexican restaurant or something. I almost like dressing to fit in with the environment sometimes, and this just makes me think of like happiness and partying, and that's kind of what I think of the Mexican culture. It's just that like spirit. Like mariachi really gets that feeling across to me, except for when it's sad, but most of the time it's just very like upbeat and happy, and it makes you want to dance, and this dress kind of is that vibe to me. And I wore with that dress these pumps that I got, which I don't know, I haven't looked at the footage yet, so I don't know if they really matched well, but but I wanted to show them off, and I think that they were the best outfit in this lineup to show them with. So these are by Kelly and Katie. They were $7.95. They have a zipper at the back to help you get your foot in. The zipper and the interior lining are gold, and I don't know if, I think Allie did do videos on skin tone, but I've done that sort of thing in the past, and I know that for my skin tone, gold is the most flattering when it comes to jewelry and accessories, so I've been leaning that way for a while now, and any time that I can get that extra gold detailing, it makes me happy. So I think these are stunning. I love the sort of, I don't know, it's kind of like an in-between an orange and a red. Here it is next to pink. I don't know, it kind of looks orange to me, but I feel like I've seen lipstick in this color actually. Either way, excuse me, I have bad allergies right now, so my everything is clogged up. It has a more rounded toe, and even the design is rounded. The ankles go all the way around, and in the back they have this sort of very feminine shape to them. And the heel isn't all that high, so they actually feel very comfortable to walk in. My foot feels really secure in this whole netting, so I'm gonna get used to walking in heels. Seems like it's gonna be a must for my style. Next we have this little skater dress. Which I think is, again, very pretty. The top is this nice lace with flower ornamentation to it. And the bottom is this very, very pretty pleated look in this nice mint green color. And it's just very flowy, very soft. It just kind of makes me think of delicate, a delicate nature, I suppose. I would expect someone wearing a dress like this to be on the more delicate side. And another thing that's been kind of on my mind, I guess, lately as I've been going through this next sort of happier upswing phase of my existence, has been thinking about who I've always kind of wanted to be in terms of my demeanor. I can distinctly remember when I was a child being very shy and delicate and touching everything with caution and listening and just being more at peace. I did have very hyper moments as well when I was excited, but I feel like my day-to-day sort of normal baseline was pretty relaxed, and it was only as, you know, environmental situations were building as I was growing up that I became very anxious and feeling like every decision I made had the weight of the world on it, and someone might tell me at any moment that I was doing things wrong or just not doing a good job, not doing good enough kind of thing. And when I was a kid, I always imagined myself growing into a woman who was soft and kind, and I always really wanted a garden. That's always been like a big thing for me for whatever reason. I believe because I grew up watering my mom's and some of our neighbors' gardens and helping weed, and still to this day I just have a very strong affection for flowers and just nature, I guess, in general. And it was just so fascinating to me as a child to see the birds and the worms and to feel the dirt and the smells of it. I really loved. They just make me feel very alive and happy and like connected with the world, which might sound a little I don't know, out there, but I mean it in like a very literal, rational way. It just made me feel calm and good. And so as I've been wearing these clothes and sort of changing my appearance, I guess, I haven't been thinking myself like a glamorous, Marilyn Monroe type star. I've more been thinking of myself as just a calm person, like the person that I envisioned myself to be. I definitely always thought I would wear more earthy and masculine sort of clothes. This is not anything I would have ever considered to be my style, but this is just a fun discovery for me, I guess. Like, this can be another element of future me that I wasn't anticipating. A little bit of elegance that I didn't know I would enjoy as a child, because why would I know that? So I kind of think of, like, is her name Anita, the mom from 101 Dalmatians? Just that kind of, I don't know. There's very few adjectives I feel like that are synonyms for soft, delicate, and calm. So those are kind of the best words I can think of. But yeah, this is something that I feel like kind of fits that feeling. And with it, these shoes that I absolutely love. They're from Union Bay. This dress is from the pants store, oddly enough. These shoes are a size 8, and they don't look super worn, but they were only like $2.90 or something like that. And they have these very pretty diamonds, diamond shape with diamonds on them. Obviously not real diamonds, but they look just as snazzy to me. And these again have that back zipper to allow you to help slip your foot in and out, but they also have a little buckle detail. They are surprisingly comfortable. They have another rounded element at the ankle, and this sort of Hollywood glam is definitely a big part of the romantic look, and I think that these go with so many outfits. You can wear them with, you know, a dress like I did, but you can also wear them with jeans or skirts and shirts, long like maxi skirts and things. I think they just look good with a lot of stuff because they're very neutral, but they still have that nice pop of something special. Okay. Next is this dress here, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I own two other dresses that look nearly identical to this one. One's just a much lighter blue, and the other one is black. But this is a nice navy blue, and it is a round neck with an extra scalloped detail. It's got this beautiful flower pattern, and the fabric underneath is not only very soft and comfortable, it's also, for someone around my skin tone, similar to my skin tone, so it almost has the illusion that you're just wearing a lace piece over your skin, and I just think that's very pretty and makes it even lighter to look at, rather than, you know, a solid color dress, or if they put a different color lining. I think that this sort of nude tone helps make it seem just lighter. And this dress is actually pretty weighty because the skirt is very full, and this ends up being a lot of fabric, and it's pretty light, but then when you add in this, it becomes rather heavy. So I think it's just a nice way not to make it seem like it's dragging you down. And I really, really love this style of dress. It also has the waistline shown as well, pointed out, I suppose, which is good. And I wore that with these shoes. Which were $4.95. They are from Ross and were allegedly $50. But I feel like Ross and TJ Maxx often put prices on their clothes just to make you feel like you're getting a better deal. Like, oh, this $20 t-shirt was originally $100. Like, who bought this for $100? You're kidding, right? I don't think I would have spent $50 on these shoes. Actually, I know I wouldn't have. But are they pretty like a $50 pair of shoes to me? They actually are. How many stickers do they need, though? I really don't like when they these shoes are from Easy Spirit. It says E3, yes, E360. So maybe that's the kind of series of comfort or something. They are size 8, medium. And they're this nice sort of gold tone, rounded toe, rounded shapes in the pattern. They're kind of shimmery. And I think that they're a great neutral shoe. I've been searching and searching for so long. I used to have these gray closed-toed shoes from one of the brands that they carry at TJ Maxx, but I can't remember what it was called. Anyhow, they were incredibly comfortable and they went with everything. They were the perfect shade of gray. They were flats. They were just very diverse, so I wore them a lot. And you know, after a number of years of stepping in puddles and walking through different climate conditions and just wearing them without socks because they were just slide on shoes like this, they got nasty and I had to throw them away a couple years ago, and ever since then I've just been dying to find something neutral that would look good with a lot of stuff, and these are gonna be those new shoes for me. I can tell. I think that gold goes very beautifully with blue, which is why I chose to wear these together. And I just love how these look. I can see them looking good with jeans and different dresses and whatnot. Very happy to have found them. Next we have this Grand Salmon number. I don't know how to read this. It's something B. I can't tell if it's Dina, D-I-N-A. I wonder if there's another tag. It just has the directions, which this is very pretty. It's in a nice like script. But anyhow, this dress is definitely a new look for me. I've never found a long dress like this that I like, unless it literally goes excuse me, all the way to the floor. A lot of the times if I wear things that come down past my knee like a couple of inches, anywhere in my calf region, it makes me look really short and stumpy. So I usually either wear something that's just above my kneecap or something that's floor length, and this is kind of in the middle. But I think thanks to the hemline, it still looks good, in my opinion. And it's got these little nice lace sleeves, rounded details, rounded neckline. It has the cinched waist and actually has a couple of darts that kind of help, since this is all one color. Help to give it shape. And then it just has this beautiful skirt at the bottom. I love the lace, and I love that it's got these different lengths to it. I like how it moves, I think that it just looks really pretty. So I'm very happy with this one. I think this was the most expensive dress that I purchased. But I feel like it was worth it because I feel like I can wear it in a number of settings. And the color is also one that I like to wear, so okay. Hopefully the noises are over. There was another train, then my air conditioning kicked on and I had to cut that off, and then a garbage truck I think was going by, so moving on. This is the third to last dress. It is a navy blue number, which is just nice and versatile to have. I was trying to purchase things that are more colorful and feminine in their patterns. However, I just liked this piece, and I think that it's a nice staple to have in the closet, and I just like the way it looked. So this is a pretty basic dress, but it does have an accentuated waistline. It has these sheer sleeves with a little cuff on them that I think are very cute and kind of make the dress a little more airy. And then it has this pretty cutout on the back. This is by a brand called DL. And it does have a bit of a sheer quality to it that helps, again, just make it feel less heavy and weighted. And I think it's just very pretty. Not as much to say about it, but I do enjoy the simple but beautiful style. Also got, this is the last one. This one is second to last. I love this dress. I don't know why. I just think it's so incredibly pretty. The top, rounded neckline, lace. The bottom, flowing, beautiful floral pattern. Very soft, almost like a watercolor painting. Just a very beautiful dress, and obviously the juxtaposition from the black to the floral print very much so emphasizes the waistline, because not only due to the color but the fabrics are different. Everything about the two is different, but I think they work together very beautifully. And I'm actually like psyched to wear this somewhere. I might just wear it to the grocery store or something. Well, I don't even grocery shop anymore. I do Walmart pickup. I don't know, but next time I go somewhere, I'm gonna wear this for sure. It's just too pretty. Okay. And finally, we have this cute little samanamba. It's super sheer. Has this huge back cutout, which I love. I think it's cute for one. Also, shows a little bit of my tattoos, which makes me happy because they're always hidden. I like the little kind of baby doll sleeves that are barely there. It does still have some waist emphasis because it's kind of cut into that hourglass shape a bit. But this back is also just so delicate with these just two thin straps and then the little tie. It's from a brand called Don't Ask Why. And it's got really great movement and just huge, deep pockets, which we all know how we feel about dresses with pockets. It's a blessing. So it's very gentle, it's very, very lightweight and soft, and I really like the colors. I feel like they're sort of different than what I see in most things. It's kind of like a bunch of colors in the green family, like an olive background with some mint, and you know, the leaves are kind of a green and a yellower green, except for, of course, the baby's breath, which are white. I just think it's very, again, pretty, gentle, feminine, and thanks to that large cutout in the back and the sheerness of the fabric, it's also a great summer dress, especially down here in the south where it gets really hot and humid, although of course I've heard on the news that it's quite hot in other places as well. And with it I wore these shoes, which I've also been loving. They're from a brand called Anna, and I actually have been wearing these pretty regularly, along with the Union Bay ones with the diamonds on them. I was concerned that these shoes might fall off, but these straps are surprisingly effective, and I just like the sort of glitz of them, but they're also simple, and I just think they have a nice sort of silhouette to them. And they were also under $3. And you know, are these the most high-end gems? No, but they're sparkly and they make me happy. So I think this look again is going to translate even into fall. It's hot down here most of the time, and our fall weather is still pretty warm most days, so it would be nice to wear these sort of orangey tan camel toned what do you call these, sandals, with some of the fall looks. They would fit right in and be very comfortable here. I also have, which I didn't talk about yet, but you've seen these wedge shoes, because these are the ones that were not a part of that thrift. Everything we just talked about is what I got for the $65. And these were actually like $30 themselves. I got them from TJ Maxx because I had a little bit of leftover money credit to there, and I tried them on before I went through this whole situation, and I guess it was sort of an instinct of just knowing, because it does have these nice dazzly strips there. I like the wedges, even though romantic body types really aren't supposed to wear very chunky shoes. I think hopefully these are streamlined enough that it's not a big deal, but I like how they look on regardless, so you don't have to do everything by the rules all the time. But yeah, they have this very soft suede material. They're very lightweight. They're also size 8 by Mila Pauli, and they're leather. It says leather sock. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure if that's real leather or a type of knockoff leather, but they're really comfortable. Again, they feel really secure on the foot, and I also think that they have great versatility. This camel color just seems to go with a lot too. So there we have it. That is my entire haul. Today I used rollers in my hair to help my wave pattern. I have on just a little bit of makeup. I have on a light blue eyeshadow, a white eyeshadow, a shimmery white eyeshadow. I did my eyebrows with the Tattoo Studio pomade, and then my lip color is from the dollar store. It's a lip duo thing from, I don't even remember who. So nothing crazy. I did try rollers for the first time today, and I burnt myself. They were really difficult for me to use at first, but I finally got a hang of it, and I think that it came out not like I was expecting, but I still really like it. So hopefully you do too. Oh, and I wear the Kat Von D eyeliner because I had gotten it for free when I bought some Kiehl's cream at Sephora one time. They always give you little samplers. It's not a bad eyeliner. I know Kat Von D has become controversial, but I always very much enjoyed watching her when I was in high school, I think, or yeah, I think it was around in high school when she was on I think it was a TLC show or something. But anyway, that is it for me today. There will be a part 2 coming with the second batch of clothing and accessories that I purchased. What else was I gonna say? I may publish that video that kind of was a visual account of me hitting my wall that led to this. If I do, it will be labeled prequel. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day and maybe feel inspired to dress and be the way that you want to, whether that's a polished look or a retro look or a scene look or goth or preppy, whatever interests you and whatever makes you feel the way that you have always wanted to feel in life. I think the steps we take physically as well as the way that we train ourselves mentally to react to certain things can help us reach those goals. So, alright, I'll see you in my next video.